What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So we had a massive dev stream yesterday going over the new Jade Shadows update coming out June 18th on all platforms. And in that stream, we were shown the newest game mode called Ascension. This is a mode that will not be an endless mission. We will be basically escorting an elevator with power cells and then moving a core from the elevator to extraction. That event will be the new Belly of the Beast event, and we've actually got a pre-release meta guide today, because from what we've seen, it's probably not going to be very fun, so we're going to find a way to make it the easiest as possible. So we'll be going over that today, and also discussing the loot for the Belly of the Beast event, and also showing how this mode's going to work. So let's get right into it, but before we do, make sure you sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. I love to make pre-release strategy guides like this, and yeah, I think this build is going to work really, really well for this event from what we've seen. So let's go over it. Alright, so let's go what we have with the loot first. So why would you want to grind this event? Well, here's some of the loot you have to deal with here, and you've got things like Arcane Rage, like basically all the Eidolon Arcanes. You get Arcane Energize for 12 of the new resource that's going to come from this completing this mission. You also got a special Hate Scythe skin for 12 of this resource. You've also got an Ephemera, which will be upgraded over time from the community effort, and you've also got, you know, Jade's parts. Now, you might see some of these and it's be like, wait, 50 resource for the Harmony blueprint? What the heck? That's ridiculous. It's likely going to be where these items drop from the mission we're talking about today. So, you know, you probably won't have to actually use your 50 resources to get the Harmony blueprint, because 50 seems kind of ridiculous, honestly. Compared to if one Energize is 12, the Harmony is 50, you're probably going to be getting this stuff when you complete. So we don't have all the information still, guys, so keep that in mind when we're going over this. But yes, how will you get this stuff? You will complete this new mission, Ascension, and you will go to Ordis on the Mercury Relay to get this stuff. It will not involve a clan dojo anymore for this event. Now, if you want to get Energize, the Scythe skin, and a couple other things, you will have to be in a clan for Energize and the Scythe skin. But most of this other stuff you can get without being in a clan. So don't worry about it too much. But yeah, if you're not in a clan, what are you doing, man? Get in a clan. Going over what they showed on stream here. Now here's how, the reminder, this is subject to change, okay? So just because we're seeing them getting 4 from one mission completion here, doesn't mean that, like, they're not on the Steel Path. So there might be a Steel Path version of this. You know, maybe like the mini boss they were briefly talking about during the stream will drop more of it. But yes, from what we're seeing right now, you're getting 4 volatile motes from one event completion. And as we showed here, 12 volatile motes for one rank 5 energize. Or sorry, for one rank 0 energize. So if that math is going to be staying the way it is, that would mean you have to do 63 runs to get an R5 energize out of this. Now, we don't know how long the mission's going to take, but let's go over what you'll be doing in this mission, which is, again, not endless. So the mission is going to start, and we're going to do a full run through what you do in this mission. So the mission starts as a mobile defense objective. The biggest change in the event version and the normal version is there'll be a ton of the new Jade Eximus in the event version. What the Jade Eximus will do, they will summon a laser above you that will deal a ton of damage. Either gonna one-shot you or like break your entire shield like right away. So you want to be able to take care of that Jade Eximus in the event version. But yes, before you even get to the elevator, there is a obligatory mobile defense objective here. So for this part, there will be literally, like, it's just a waste of time, basically. So, you know, things that will be CC. Okay, so yeah, first part right here. You will be defending this objective. It has an HP bar, the one they're defending at the beginning here. But after that, so like right here, Moat Collector, this has a health bar. First part, you will be defending an objective that has a health bar. Bring CC, we'll show a build that you should bring if you want to. But bring CC things. Destroy every enemy that approaches this Moat Collector. That's going to be your first phase of this mission. After that, their video actually glitched out. So we have a second video to show here from DE. But yes, you basically, you finish the Moat thing, which will take, I'm guessing, like 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes is my assumption here. So you defend this, and then after that, you will go to the next video. You'll be approaching the elevator now. This elevator has a health bar as you approach it, but once you activate the elevator, the health bar will disappear. So you will not have to deal with defending a health bar on this second phase of this fight. And let's go ahead and bring up the second video, because they had a glitch in their video, like I said. The rest of the mission is going to be in this secondary video right here. Alright, so for the second video, because they had a glitch, you will be escorting this elevator upwards. Now, as far as will this will this be a defense objective, or will this? It's going to be pretty similar to Alchemy. If you ever played Alchemy before, you're going to be grabbing these power cells off the ground, and you'll be throwing those power cells at the console in the middle of the elevator. There will be 2 types of fuel, according to Pablo. The shiny one will make the elevator go faster. So you'll be looking for that shiny fuel, like the green shiny fuel. So you throw it at that. Now the elevator will start moving upwards. From one throw, it was about 25%, but after the power went above 25%, the second orb only gave like about 15%. So there are turrets shooting at you. There are Jade Eximus on the event version firing lasers at you. But mainly here, it's just stay alive, grab these power cells, and then keep jumping on the elevator. The elevator will keep moving, so if you don't jump back on fast enough, you will have to, parkour your way back up. With the frame and build we're showing today, don't worry about any of this stuff. Like, I'm just explaining this if you don't want to actually, learn good builds and stuff like that. The way this is going to go, it's going to be like a CC Fest, level 100, 150 enemies for this non-steel path. So you're grabbing power cells, you're escorting the elevator, and you're for the event version, you're dodging the Jade Eximus laser. So turret shooting at you. But reminder, for this part, there is no health bar for the objective. As you can see, there is no health bar. The objective is invincible here. The only thing that can die is you. So once you complete this part, you will bring this elevator to the top of the pathway. And yeah, you'll be fighting Corpus enemies for this. Now they're at the top. You'll notice the health bar has reappeared. Now you have basically a hijack mission, bringing that core from the elevator to the actual extraction. Now, there might be more to this that we're not seeing. Like I said, Pablo said there would be a mini-boss to find the hidden objects in the mission. But from what we see right now, there is no, we don't have that yet. We don't have the Steel Path version yet. We don't have any of that stuff. We have this. So, an escort mission in a relatively small room. You might notice in this that all the rooms have been pretty small that they have shown for this mission. We're talking about like, under 50 meter size room. Hallway like about 90 meters. When we are making strategies for this, keep that in mind. These rooms are pretty small, and the main difficulty driver here is going to be that Jade Eximus. Now, how do we combat what we have seen here? How do we make the meta, basically? And don't worry, we got the meta right now. You're looking at the meta right here. We got Wukong Prime. Wukong Normal would work too. The big thing here is that we will be using Wukong Prime or Wukong Normal with the Silence ability Helminth from Banshee. What does this do? I'm going to show you what it does. It will make an AoE stun, but even more so, it will turn off Eximus abilities. If the big point of this event is Jade Eximus, you use the second ability, Silence, their abilities are turned off. You can also have your Wukong minion shoot the Glaxion or whatever weapon you end up doing, and that will take care of the enemies for you with minimal effort. So yeah, as you'll see, these enemies are pretty much, they're not even Eximus really anymore. They're just kind of normal enemies as Silence has disabled their abilities. If you disable the Jade Light Eximus laser ability, what do they really have? They're just a normal enemy at the end of the day after that. And they're not going to be even doing anything that's going to hurt. Like I said, that guy had his triple shield up. We leave the range, his triple shield should go back up. Kind of hard to see from far over here, but yes. And additionally, since a part of this is going to be parkour dependent, Wukong's cloud can fly upwards. So I believe Wukong will be the meta for this. We've also got some special augments on Wukong to help slow enemies down here with the Celestial Stomp augment. We're going to show the build really quickly here. And we've actually got even more quality of life and good stuff with this Wukong build. Now, there are no shards here. But if you want to do this build for the event, I'd recommend things like duration, casting speed. Nothing is even needed on shards, to be honest. But we've got a good amount of range here for Silence, covering 47 meter radius. This will cover the entire elevator room with Silence. It will also probably cover any approaching enemy for the hijack escort phase on the event. So as far as the build here, we are going to be using Silence as stated. We don't need any Silence augments. What we really need here is we just need to make sure we can keep casting our abilities over and over again and not die. Now, as far as what augments, we got the Enveloping Cloud augment. So it's for his cloud ability. Allies within 4 meters of the cloud become invisible to enemies for 14 seconds. This works on your illusion, or your Celestial Twin for that matter. It works on your elite on calls. It works on your teammates. So a 21-second invisibility duration as long as you just fly through your teammates. This will make it where on the elevator phase, no one's getting shot at. And for that matter, there will be no Jade Eximus lasers due to us having Silence on here. You're going to have your Celestial Twin using whatever weapon you want to give it. I've got the Glaxion right now, and that will be, melting enemies. Reminder, magnetic procs will deal more damage to Overguard in the Jade Shadows update. So that means the magnetic Glaxion is better than ever. So yeah, as far as the rest of the stuff that we got, Celestial Stomp, command the Twin to do a stomp. It's basically a mini Rhino Stomp. It will hold enemies in the air. This will be great for if you don't want to bother with the enemies. They're going to already be stunned from silence. Once the silence stun ends, use this to stun them again. They will not be able to move. And we got a 47-meter stun radius on this thing. Pretty ridiculous, if you ask me. As far as the rest of the build, we got duration, so we can have our Cloud Walker up for longer. Oh, big thing here. You can pick up mobile defense objectives and alchemy grenades in Cloud Walker. That's the big thing here, guys. You can pick up objectives and fly around with them for this. So Wukong will be literally the best. Titania cannot pick these up while she's in her Razor Wing, at least in intended ways. This is an intended way to do this. Grab the power cell. If the elevator already went past you, just turn to a cloud, fly back up the elevator, throw the bomb, or throw the grenade at the objective, and then you're going to just keep rinse and repeat. Silence will have every enemy completely stunned, and no Jade Xmas will be bothering you. So yeah, you only need one Wukong to be fair, but the more Wukongs the better, because you'll have more Celestial Twins doing all the work for you. For the final encounter, where that objective does have health bar, you might want to use your elite on-call crew member, with preferably the passive is kill on heal. Or heal on kill. So, yeah, but as far as the rest of the build, just make sure you're able to cast your abilities. Good range, so you can cover the entire elevator in invisibility, just by flying through it once. And yeah, ARCANE energize, if you have this to get your energy back. As long as you have energy economy, that's all that matters. Energy Nexus does work in cloud form, so if you want to throw on some like Streamline or whatever, you could probably make this work even easier. As far as the build on the Glaxion, just going to be an anti-Corpus build, basically. We got, so it's got we got a magnetic Glaxion, so we got magnetic viral radiation. You probably can take out the viral for something else, but it's kind of fine as is. Just going to be making sure you can kill those Corpus really fast. And this thing can't do base Toxin, so there might be a better weapon than this. I mean, I could test it out some more, but for right now, this is what I'm planning on using because the Glaxion is good. I like the Glaxion a lot. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and show, and we also got Vazarin. If the objective does start taking damage, I guess you could Vazarin dash through it, but mainly it's going to be the Elite on call taking care of that healing. So let's go ahead and summon some Xmas in here. I'm going to show you how the Elite on call works. And I will link a video to a full on-call video in the description. Let's take some damage here. Reminder too, Wukong's passive, if you die, you don't actually die. So it's going to be extremely chill. This will not be an endless mission. So, we have so many revives. It's very, very chill, to be honest. So, now, a reason why some of the other things might not be as useful here is because, and also, right, we can make this guy invisible, we can make our illusion invisible. And they're going to be just, taking care of these enemies while invisible, and we are going to be doing minimal effort here. But yeah, so a reason that some of these things won't be as useful, since you're at an elevator that's constantly moving, things like Ivara's cloaking arrow will just stick to where they shot at, and the elevator will move past them. Also with a lot of other things too. The elevator is just going to move past you as the elevator goes up and up and up. So, stationary things like Chirinka Pillar, like Ivara's cloaking arrow, like I stated, and some other things too are not going to really be that great. I think maybe Mallet could work from whatever she's called, from Octavia, but at that point, just use Silence. I'm going to go ahead and show you how the mobile defense objective carrying thing works really quick before we call it a video. But yeah, guys, this game mode looks really, really boring, and I'm just trying to make the most, the most easy way to play this at all. If you want to get an R5 energize, 63 runs of this. 63 runs of like a hijack mission, basically. Now, we don't know how long the mission's going to take, and of course, there is going to be more stuff when it actually comes out, hopefully. But for what we have right now, this was going to be one of the most effective strategies. So we pick up the objective here. We enter cloud form. As you can see, the objective is not dropped. We are flying around with the objective. So this will be one of the best ways to grab the objective, fly back up to the elevator, throw the thing, leave the cloud form, have your Wukong clone taking care of all the enemies. If you have only one weapon equipped, you will have 2 Glaxions. You have Glaxion Bros. And yeah, that's basically going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you found it fun and helpful. Let me know how you feel about this strategy. Do you have a strategy that would be better than this? Because as far as the best, I think Silence will be the meta because of the entire focus of the event being on Jade Xmas. And unless DE makes it where specifically Jade Xmas cannot be affected by Silence, the entire point of the event, of the difficulty of the event, will be the Jade Xmas. So they're gonna be normal enemies. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Crucial support. Take it easy. Peace.